Yes, well, it's a conversation none of us want to have. But here on Aging and Awesome, we like to bring up taboo topics that each one of us will face. Tonight, we sat down with Infinity Hospice Care to learn more on what hospice is and when to make the tough decision to call.
Joining us now to talk about the very important topic of hospice and when to call is Angie Ruyak. She's with Infinity Hospice Care. They service Northern Nevada and do a fabulous job. So I wanted to talk to you, Angie. Hospice. You know, the word comes from the word hospitality, but so many people have such a negative connotation of what it means. I want to just ask you, what is hospice?
So hospice is for a patient that has been given a diagnosis of 6 months or less. The important thing to remember, though, that if that disease follows its usual course, that doesn't mean that the patient is going to experiencing imminent death. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that the earlier you get into hospice, the quicker we have the opportunity to be able to manage those symptoms that they're having.
That's huge. So it's being comfortable,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
And sometimes people graduate from hospice. You hear about that sometimes.
Absolutely. A lot of times if patients aren't in and out of the hospital all of the time and the care is provided to them in their home, they do get better. And statistically, patients that the sooner they come on hospice, the better they can get, and they do graduate, like you said.
Yeah, it's a really positive thing, and that's what we're doing here on Aging and Awesome, informing people about things that are taboo. Hospice is one of those. So my experience with clients of Lend a Hand that go on hospice, they have their own care team. Tell me about what type of care you guys provide.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A care team consists of a physician, a nurse practitioner, a certified nursing assistant.
That they get,
yes.
And they can call at any time.
Absolutely. We also have social workers, chaplains that are non-denominational, and volunteers. And all of these people that are on this care team provide their specialty to that patient in their home, or whatever they call home, Kai.
Yeah.
So now instead of calling 911
right.
when they're having some type of episode, now they call their nurse, because we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Now that sounds really expensive, but I am always amazed that it's paid for by Medicare.
Yes,
wow.
And that's the biggest benefit of hospice, and it's so underutilized. Yeah. But it is a benefit covered on your insurance at 100%. So all of those visits that are done by the care team in your home, also all of the durable medical equipment that you might need, a hospital bed, oxygen, a commode, anything like that. Yes, all those things are provided and covered along with the medications that you need for the diagnosis that you've come on service with.
Wow. And so when would you say is a time to call?
Well, when you have been given a terminal diagnosis and maybe you have been in and out of the hospital, maybe you want to stay at home more and your goal is to be at home and have more dignity and quality of life, and you're not seeking aggressive treatments, that's a great time to call.
And with that comes a difficult conversation, especially with a loved one. It's better to have it with a loved one than a doctor, right?
It starts with the family. You do have to have a physician's order to come on to hospice. But when you're talking with your loved one, and you talk about what your goals are. Do you want to keep going to the hospital? Would you prefer to have the care provided in your home and get the additional support that you need? And hospice really is the expert in providing pain and comfort control and giving you the dignity that you want to live out the quality of life that you have.
What a wonderful service. Angie, thank you so much for coming on. You're welcome anytime. For more information on Infinity Hospice Care, you can head to our website, agingandawesome.com.